Today we're going to be talking about my account. Just around 4,900 hours played into the game. I have 3 rosters, so I'm going to get into that and kind of tell you about what my goals are for each one and what I've been able to accomplish thus far in the game. There's no better place to start than with my main. And this is my Glavier. She is 1605, well 1604 I guess. And while I haven't bought any legendary skins for her, I'm waiting on a couple of accessories. Actually, let me go ahead and check this, make sure that no one's outbid me for this. Okay, I'm still the highest bidder. I'm needing these accessories. I want to get over 1800 spec and to find a little bit better necklace so I can have around 550 crit. And then I'll be right as rain. I'll start buying up those legendary skins after that. I've managed to get 7 level 10 gems, 4 of those being damage gems, and the next one I'll be getting is Half Moon Slash. That is the next highest damaging skill for her, so I'm working on that as well. As you can see, I got 324,000 gold here, and with these 3 different rosters that I play, really only 2 of them I can combine gold into one roster, because the third one is the Jumpstart server, so I can't quite yet move that gold over, but once they merge I definitely will be having a nice little payday from that. But between the 2 I make around 250 to 300,000 gold per week. It's a nice little chunk of change each week for me to be able to push into my main account. Basically it's just going to my Glavier right now because everything is so expensive to hone, it's wild. So that's pretty much the only place it's going, because I don't really hone any of my alts anymore. I've got them all to where they're just chilling, and so I'm not spending any gold on anyone else except my Slayer as well, which will bring me to, we are on board with the Slayer. And yes, I do hone my Slayer, but only with bound mats, and she gets incredibly lucky with her con gear. Unfortunately my Glavier does not, so I guess the luck has to go somewhere. I run a 5x3 setup with Predator on my Slayer. I didn't spend too much on the accessories. As you can see, they're not too great, but they get the job done. As I switched from Punisher to Predator, I only kept the damage gems for her 3 biggest skills: Guillotine, Brutal Impact, and Volcanic Eruption. I did keep the level 9 Guillotine gem just in case I go back to Punisher, but I will likely be giving this to my Glavier. But nevertheless, my Predator Slayer is a seriously fun class to play, and I enjoy it every time I hop onto her. But for the foreseeable future, I will not be pushing her anytime soon past 1600 or about 1605, just to get a little bit of comfort in a con hard, because on eye level for any type of content is always a pain in the butt, so it's nice to be just a hair above. That way you take a little bit less damage, you're doing a little bit more damage, and makes it a little bit more comfy. As far as my gunslinger, she's still hanging out around 1560. I hit 1 or 2 lucky hones on her that were for free, so she's a little bit higher than she was last time, and she's not really going to be moving right now until somehow there's a much easier way to get her to 1580 to start doing con, which is probably going to be in a few months. But for me, I know that I'm not going to have any more or less fun playing her, getting her up to a con, so there's no real point. And if I do want to get her to a con, I want to give her level 9 gems. I want to get her more juice. So for me, that's a lot of gold, and I'd much rather put that gold into my Glavier because I just have a lot more fun playing her. I am, however, thinking about buying a 5x3+1 Peacemaker build whenever I finally do decide to put a little bit of gold into her. It would cost around 200k gold or so right now to get her to 1580, because I would have to buy array haws. I do have all the other materials that I need, but the array haws are pretty expensive, plus the raw honing gold is still not cheap, and that's optimal. If it goes badly, I'm spending way more than that. I won't go too in depth with my Deathblade, my Sorceress, and my Paladin, but my Paladin has re-entered the building. As the support shortage started to rear its ugly head, I decided to get him back in there instead of using my Striker, as it's much easier to get into pug lobbies with him. I can pretty much just get into juiced Brel runs, juiced Clown runs, juiced everything runs, just because he's a support and has a 4x3 build. So I brought him back into the top 6 because it's just much easier that way. As far as my Deathblade and my Sork, I have stripped them of their level 7 gems. They now have level 5s, and they're still rocking it, and they're still doing just fine, but they're just chilling around, you know, their eye levels. They're probably never going to rise above that. I do have fun playing them, but I definitely don't want to invest more gold into them, because again, I'm not going to have any more fun doing Kyngel hard and a con with them. They're hard stuck, so they're not moving anywhere. As far as my collectibles go, there's still not much. I have not touched anything other than just sometimes I do get World Tree leaves because I fish a lot, but that's about it, guys. I have not collected any more Makoko seeds. I'm still chilling around 158. That's never going to change. These things are pointless for me. And if it doesn't offer me any vertical progression or any type of comfort when it comes to my characters or playing them, then I'm probably not going to do it. Let's just be honest. And as far as my cards, so I never do and never have done any type of card runs with Abyssal Dungeons. I might start trying to do it going forward. Yeah, so I'm a Deep Dive 30 enjoyer, as you can see. I do not have Live Salvation 30 yet, and I'm roster level 230. So I still have 29 cards to go with my Live Salvation 30 set, as you can see here. And 8 of those are ways. Unfortunately, they are just not dropping on Zosma server right now, and I wish that they would drop more. That way I can double pluck them, and I would be easy peasy getting that Light of Salvation 30, no problem. I do have 19 selector packs, so I really just need 2 more of any of these 4 cards, and then if Way will just drop, then I can get him from the card vendor, and I'll be right as rain. But I do need to work on my card XP to be able to get all these fully awakened. I actually just this week found out that you could buy these card XPs, 7 of them, weekly from this vendor. That was tough for me to realize, but I know now, so that's good. So guys, if you have the coins, which you should have plenty of pirate coins, be stocking up on these. I wish I would have been doing this from day one. I always have massive amounts of pirate coins, but I never knew that until now. I would probably have millions of card XP just from buying these each week. So stock up on these, please. Pro tip. Do yourself a favor. Let's get into the other 2 rosters. So my second roster is on Azina, and I'm not gonna lie, Azina is way more populated than Zosma. Unfortunately, it's much more fun to be on Azina because of the public events are still pretty populated and everything like that. This roster is still looking pretty good. Hold on, we got Fairy BB here. Whoop, she's hanging out around 1540, and she's gonna be hard stuck there as well. So all of these guys, my goal was to get them to 1520, and the reason I honed to 1520 and I'm not honing any farther is in the video right here. I actually did a video about it, where you should put your rosters and where you should hold them, especially if you are not planning to sit there and run every Chaos Dungeon, every Guardian Raid, every day, every week, those types of things, and you're just truly playing them as an alt. You're doing raids on them sometimes, you're just kind of having fun with the character, which is what most people play alts for, then you should go watch that video, and I explain that pretty in depth in the math behind it of why you should be only honing to 1520. Because even for me, I only do enough Chaos Dungeons from these characters to get enough event coins to buy the ancient books in the event shop, because when Soul Eater comes out, she will be replacing old Tulip Juice over here, because he's pretty much useless and I'm not about to invest in him any more than I have already. And I also made a video about how I manage these 2 rosters through the week and all their raids and everything like that, so you can check that out as well. I'll go ahead and link that. It is a little bit outdated now. I'm going to do an updated one, so stay tuned for that, because there was a lot of raid changes, and with the slight change in the fact that I have 1 more roster with a couple characters on it, I go about things a little bit differently. And now that I've reached 1520 on everyone, I'm straight chilling fun on this roster, so I don't really have to do a whole lot. But as far as this account goes with all of their engravings and everything like that, I have 5x3 setups on all of them. And as you can see, I don't have any titles. I just have, you are my bounty. Yes, I have all of my Braille gear. But as far as cards go, I'm a deep dive 18 enjoyer on this account. I'll never get Light of Salvation, 30, or likely ever get 18 either. I don't do any events to get those cards, so I'm probably never gonna get them, and that's fine. But I do want to point out real quick that I've been playing this roster for about a year now, and I just got Deep Dive 18. I can't remember exactly when Deep Dive card set was released, but on my Jumpstart server, I got it in less than 4 weeks. I'm already at Deep Dive 18 over on that account. And so that just kind of shows you how juiced the cards are now. Yes, the card system is still not great, but at least they're giving you a ton more over on the Jumpstart servers. As far as the collectibles on this account, it's laughable. Oh, I got another masterpiece. Can we get a reward here? Wow, I can actually get quite a few little things. I need to go 3K gold. I'm gonna sail over there right after this video. I can't believe it. Let's freaking go. But as a whole, this roster is straight chilling. And then I'm gonna make a soul leader, and I'll likely push her to 1580, as it will be very juiced and it won't cost too much of my own gold to do that. So I'll probably just kind of make my soul leader my main on this roster, but I'm still gonna be mostly just doing raids on this account. So it's really just a gold farm and a way for me to play more characters that I really enjoy. I'm definitely not doing chores while I'm over here thinking, oh my god, I hate playing this account, I'm just doing it for gold. I genuinely have fun playing all these characters, and that's why I chose them when I made them. If I just wanted to turn into a gold farm and that's it, I would just make 6 supports. But I actually really enjoy playing all of these different classes. So let's move on to the third and final Jumpstart server roster. Ezekiel, here we come. So we are on dual wield D's, and I just need enough to get his last Braille piece, which I almost have enough pieces. I think I'm gonna get enough pieces this upcoming week. I just need 40 more, so I think I can get that in Braille gates 1, 2, and 3. I might need to do gate 4. We'll see. I can't remember exactly how many pieces you get. But we're chilling with level 6 gems. We got Deep Dive 18, as I said previously, which is absolutely ridiculous how much they juice this server with cards. Enjoying Pistolier so much. I love playing this class. I really wish that I could put him in my main roster. I would probably play him as my second main. He is so much fun. I would replace Slayer with him actually in a heartbeat. Slayer's fun, but I really enjoy Pistolier. I am just hanging out with my Pistolier and my Bard. I don't think that I'm gonna be making a whole lot of characters on this account unless something just looks absolutely giga hyped. We're chilling over here with 37,000 gold, and in a couple months when this gets merged, I will definitely have a nice little few 100,000 gold to be able to push over to my main roster. Maybe I'll be able to buy my last level 10 gem for my Glavier by that point. Who knows? Or maybe that gold will be enough to juice her weapon to 25. Who knows, man? And that's a super long-term plan. I really want to get my weapon to 25, but I don't know if that's going to happen with how fast the content is releasing in this game. So I just have to wait and see. And the next thing I'm going to do is make a video going over how I manage them and what the actual playtime looks like when I'm playing them through the week and what I do with each account, each character. And it might seem overwhelming, but I've gradually kind of built into this, so it's definitely not too bad for me. I really have fun playing this many characters, so stick around for that video. It'll be out within a week or so, but I want to hear from y'all and where your rosters are at, what they look like. What are y'all doing? What are your plans? Are you juicing to the moon, trying to get to 1620 immediately? Are you just chilling, hanging out around 1600? Are you hanging out around 1500? And how are y'all playing the game at this point? I'm super interested, so let me know down in the comments below. But guys, make sure and subscribe to the channel if you like this video, or if you just like Lost Ark content. It's definitely going to be in your best interest to do so. And if you're looking for a Discord with fun and positive people in there to help you or just to hang out with, then come on over to my Discord. The link is in the description below. But guys, I hope you have an absolutely stellar day, and I will see you on the next video.